Hey guys, welcome to ArcTech. So in this video we'll see objects and referencing class members. Now these are just the important points, not the whole chapter. So these points are important as per the examination point of view. Now see, in order to use classes you have to define the variables of the class so that the class can be used at full potential. So whenever you have to use classes, the objects or the variables of the classes are helpful for accessing the members of the class. Now in C++, class variables are called objects. We have, as you know, we have variables of integer, float, character. In the same way, we can create variables of classes because class is also data type. So in this case, the variables of classes are called objects. For example, we have a class salesman here. Now salesman is a class and we have to create objects of salesman. So we will write the name of the class. This is the name of the class salesman, and these are the name of the objects. So we have declared objects Cbse of salesman class type. Okay, now declaration of object is similar to that of the variable declaration. In the case of integer we write int, in the case of float we write float, in the case of character we write char. While creating objects of class we write name of the class. So to create variable, just write name of the class and then write the object name. That is a variable name. Now to access the members of the class you have to create objects, and through objects you can access members of the class. Now there is one more thing here, that if you want to access the public members of the class, then use objects, but if you want to access the private members of the class, you have to use member function. We'll see that afterwards. Now here is an example of class. We have a class ABC. So this is the definition of a class ABC. Just write the keyword class first and write the name of the class, and these are the private members. Now see, whenever you are not declaring the access specifier, then this means that the members are private by default. These are the private xy, these are public. In public we have an integer z and two functions, and there is ending of the class, and always use semicolon because that is important. Now here we are creating objects O1 and O2 of class ABC. So write the name of the class and then write the name of the objects. Okay, so now the private members of a class can be accessed only through the member functions of the class. We cannot use objects to access private members. Now see, here private members are x and y. So to access x and y, you can only access it in the member functions. You cannot access them outside the class. We'll see that afterwards also. Now in order to use public members of the class, it's very simple. Just use the objects to use public members of the class. So general form is here. You can see the syntax is here. Just write the object name first, then give dot, then write the function name, and then give the actual parameters that you want to send to the function. Now for example, if you want to call the function add of class ABC, then we'll give this output. So here is the function add, see here, of class ABC. This is a public function. To call it, we'll use the object. And here we have object O1 and O2. You can see we have created the object here. So just write name of the object first, then give dot, see here, and then give the function name. The function name is add, and then give the parameters which you want to send them. So here we'll call add. In the same way, to call add of object O2, so we'll just give the name of the object here, then we'll write the function name here. Now to access public data members, we'll write object name first, then give a dot, then we'll write the public data members which you want to access. Now these were the public member functions, these were the public data members. Here we have data members, public data members as z. Okay, so to access z, we'll just write the name of the object first, okay, O1, and dot, and then you'll write the name of the variable or name of the public data member. If we write this statement or this statement, then we will get error because x is a private member of class ABC. So we have written here object name dot x, and x you can see here is a private member. So you cannot use private members by using object. You have to use the member function to access the private members. Okay, so we have some statements here. We'll check that these are valid or not depending upon the private and public members we have used. Now the first is o1.sub, and these are the parameters we have sent. Now here we'll check that is sub a public or private member. So here sub is a public member, so we can use it by using object. So this is right because this is object, this is public member, we can use it. Second one is same. We have O2, and this is add. This is a mistake in the book. This is ADD, and this is a public member. See here, this is a public member, so we can use it using object. This is right, valid. Now here, this is sub is a public member, okay, but to access it we have to use the object, and here we have not used the object like this, therefore this is invalid. Object name is missing. The third one is O1.z, and you can see here that z is a public member, okay, so you can use it because public member can be accessed by using object. Here z is also a public member, we can use it using object, and O2 is an object, therefore it is valid. Now here x, we have used the object name and then dot and then x. Now here x is a private member, and private member cannot be accessed by using objects. This is wrong, invalid, because x is a private member. Okay, now the last one here is O2.y. O2 is object, okay, then y is a private member, therefore you cannot access it using object, therefore it is also invalid for the same reason mentioned here. So to access private members, we'll use member function. Okay, for example, you can see here we have the program. Here is class item, and these are the private members because the access specifier is not used here. So this is a private, these are public. So here is the code for public function, that is initialize, and here you can see that where it is, yeah, we have used item code, which is a private member, and this is a public function, public member function of the class. So here you can access it, you can access the private member in this without using any object. So just write the name of the variable and you can use the private members here like this. So that's it. One more topic is here, that is protected members. Now these are the members which are used by the member functions and friend of the class in which it is declared. So these are same as private, but the only difference is that these are inheritable and private are not inheritable. We'll see that in the next chapter. Now there is one more function which is called friend function. Now friend of a class is a function which is not a member function of the class, but it is permitted to use the private and protected members from the class. So you can use private and protected members of the class in a friend function. So that's it. Thanks for watching.